Hello guys, I have a quick video for you for Diablo 4 on how to basically get infinite rare loot, and additionally how to get a ton of gold. You can see I already have 718,000 gold, and I've only been doing this for probably max an hour, and it gives you a ton. It gives you full inventory full of rare and legendary loot automatically in maybe 3-4 minutes, and then you can just come over here and sell this stuff. As you can see, from a 3 to 4 minute run, I'm going to come over here and sell this stuff, and I go from 718,000 gold to 878,000 gold. So you can get 150,000 gold every probably 5 minutes, meaning you can have millions and millions of gold by just doing this farming method for about an hour to 2 hours. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to your map, to your main point in Kiavashad, which is the primary town. You're then going to want to come over here to the Bear Tribe Refuge and unlock this waypoint. Once here, you then want to make your way down to Annika's Claim dungeon. Now, before you get to this dungeon, there will be a stronghold right here that you will need to complete. Once you complete that stronghold, you'll then get direct access to be able to do this dungeon. Then once you successfully make it down to Annika's Claim dungeon, this will be the dungeon that we're going to farm the infinite gold and loot at. Now additionally, you can farm XP here, and you can get additional XP by consuming consumable potions for an additional 5% extra XP. You can party up with a player and run it with a friend for an extra 10% on top of that, and you can get a 20% boost for playing on veteran difficulty, so that way you can be getting a ton of experience and a ton of golden loot at the same time. Now once you enter this dungeon, whether it be with a friend or by yourself, you're just going to want to run this specific route that I'm showing you on the screen. The route you want to run within this dungeon is the first initial overall loop or square within this dungeon. Now the first initial loop will change a little bit, but you just want to run the first loop and then not go in the next door, and then you can hit E on your remote wheel to leave the dungeon, or if you're in a party, you can right click on the picture of yourself and click leave party to exit the dungeon and restart it. The key to doing this dungeon is to run past 2 groups of enemies, group up a bunch of enemies at once, and kill all of them at the exact same time. That way you can kill enemies very, very fast and run through this little initial area, or this initial starting area, much, much quicker. Once you do this, you can leave the dungeon and rinse and repeat and do the exact same dungeon again and get the same amount of loot as you did the last time. Within 1 or 2 runs, sometimes even within 1 run, you will complete a full inventory full of loot that you can then go and sell again for a lot of gold at a time. Had I sold some of this relic gear initially too, with the initial inventory load that I sold for 150,000 gold from just that one singular run, I would have gotten 200,000 gold, meaning if I would have done that run 5 times or 6 times, I would have got a million gold out of it, and it probably would have taken me probably 35-40 minutes. So again, you can probably get well over 1 million gold an hour once you get very, very good at doing this run, meaning you can stack up golden experience very, very quickly. If you want to see the video on the right, I go into the experience and how to make sure you're maximizing that. Or if you're interested in this amazing barbarian build that I'm currently running, that video is on the left, so make sure to check that out. Like the video if you haven't already, and subscribe.